Good Wednesday afternoon, guys. My name is Jerry Miller, and welcome to the I Love CVille Show. Good to be with you. We're live in Charlottesville, the Commonwealth, the country, and the world, on the I Love CVille Network. We have a school system in Virginia, after a short try of returning kids to in-person education, is now going virtual with students being yanked from the classroom on Monday. We'll let you know that school system in a matter of moments. I think it's about time to ask yourself if all students in Virginia, at least for the short term, are going to be pulled from the classroom and go virtual. Cases are upticking, and hospitals are getting log jammed with COVID yet again. Americans facing the loss of benefits at the end of December. This is a serious conundrum. We have 14 million Americans facing a loss of benefits if Congress, Republicans, and Democrats don't do something, and they have to do it very quickly, especially with an abbreviated 30 days or so, 40 days or so that's left in the calendar year, an abbreviated calendar with the holidays, Christmas and Thanksgiving, around the corner. So 14 million Americans are on their hands and knees saying, what are you going to do for us? You've been talking about stimulus and upticking this benefits package before it expires in December. Please do it ASAP. We'll have that story for you. Record low mortgage rates. I feel like every week I'm on this show, on this network, in this chair, in front of this microphone, I'm talking about mortgage rates going lower and lower and lower. Well, folks, they're going even lower. That story for you on the I Love CVille Show. It's the opener for college basketball today. Virginia Tech is currently playing right now. The Virginia men's basketball team plays Towson in about 55 minutes. We'll take a look at that schedule, the top 25, some of the basketball games to keep an eye on. And folks, we are in the final stretch of college football. The University of Virginia is at Florida State in Tallahassee, Saturday at 8 o'clock. And folks, when is the last time I've been able to say this? UVA football in Tallahassee is a 9.5-point favorite in a college football game that has a lot on the line for the Wahoos and our fan base. We'll take a look at that contest and how the 9.5-point favorite UVA football team, what it needs to do to get a W at Doak Campbell. Nick Saban has COVID. We'll touch on that storyline. He will not coach the Crimson Tide, the top-ranked team in college football, against Auburn on Saturday. And Black Friday and Small Business Saturday is this week in what could be two very important days for mom and pop retailers across America. Thank you for joining us on the show. We'd like to give some love to Interstate Pest and Service Companies, truly a home's best friend, 4 generations of family at Interstate Pest and Service Companies. And folks, the lead of the show undoubtedly has got to be what's happening at Chesterfield Schools and its school system. Folks, the Chesterfield County Public School System just announced, and by just announced, I'm talking 28 minutes ago, that it's yanking its students from the school system, from the classrooms, from in-person learning, and starting Monday, returning to virtual learning. And it's going to stay in a virtual learning environment at least through January 29th, if not longer. COVID cases are surging. Winter is upon us. School systems are vulnerable, and we don't know what's going to happen after Thanksgiving and whether it's a super spreader type of event like we saw with the 4th of July. Folks, I said this a couple of days ago on this show and this very network. This is, since COVID, the most important week for America. You have a potential super spreader holiday in Thanksgiving. You have Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday a couple days after. Those are paramount for local economies from Virginia to California. You have an election we're trying to put behind us. You're trying to figure out the Senate. I mean, this is the most important week overcoming it for America since COVID. Chesterfield County Public Schools, the news if you're just tuning in, 29 minutes ago, pulling students from in-classroom, in-person learning and returning to a virtual learning environment. I think it's time. Put the headline back on screen if you could for me, Judah. Take a look at the screen. Is that up there now? I think it's time we start asking ourselves if all the students in the Commonwealth, at least for the next 60 days, like Chesterfield County, if it's time to go virtual and remote again. And say what you want about the need to get in-person learning, and we've all emphasized the value of social interaction, especially for school-age children, and learning to keep their hands to themselves, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But it's getting out of control right now. And I think what we're going to see next week, the week after, is you're going to see a spike even more because of this holiday. Time will tell. Now, a macro headline that I think you should be following is there's 14 million Americans right now that are facing losing unemployment benefits if Congress doesn't do something. Excuse me. Democrats and Republicans have been talking about a stimulus package for a long period of time. 14 million people are collecting unemployment in this country, and 2 programs are scheduled to end the last week in December. If something is not done, we're facing a pretty serious situation here. Put the headline back on screen if you could. Jobless claims are also increasing at the same time. So you have a compound situation happening here. Man, got a tickle in my throat. So if 14 million Americans are facing losing their benefits in December and jobless claims are upticking, you got that headline on screen. This week alone, 778,000 people filed for unemployment. So you see the numbers upticking. You see Congress needing to do something at the end of December, yet nothing's happening. That's why I continue to say on this program that this is not only the most important week since COVID, but the next 30 days is what's going to determine how quickly we recover from this pandemic. One of the industries that's absolutely helping to backstop us is real estate. And real estate is being driven and getting amplified and having momentum behind its wings because of mortgage rates. I say on this program, I've never seen rates, we will never see rates this low again. Well, we just had another record low drop in rates. The average contract interest rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage with conforming loan balances decreased again from 2.99 to 2.92. I mean, you just got nearly 1/10 of a point of a drop in mortgage rates again. You have a pinch in inventory. You have rates that are generationally lifetime low. And you have social and human behavior changing because of a pandemic we've never planned for. This industry, real estate, in fuego, absolutely in fuego right now. That's why you're seeing all our home values upticking. Now, what you need to prepare yourselves for, and we all should prepare ourselves for this, the government, and whatever municipality you live in, you're going to get popped a little bit harder next year with your real estate taxes. Okay? That's just going to be the situation. All the municipalities are behind on money, and they need a way to make up for it. Taxes, real estate will go up. Prepare yourselves for that. Now, a headline I'm watching closely is the Virginia High School League. Harrisonburg High School is pretty much telling parents right now that there's not going to be winter sports in its school system. Okay? So if you have school systems across Virginia starting to pull kids from classrooms like Chesterfield County just did 36 minutes ago, how are you going to even play sports? Right? I mean, this is just getting out of control again. Harrisonburg High School straight up saying, we probably will not be playing sports. I'm all for mental preparation because I feel like if we mentally prepare for things, we won't be let down as much emotionally. So I'm mentally preparing that next week or soon thereafter, we will have an announcement, and this announcement's going to be kids out of the classroom and winter sports are done. And if you're not following what's happening in college basketball, you're missing that games are getting canceled left and right. The UVA basketball team had its matchup against Maine canceled 24 hours before tip-off. They're now playing Towson in 46 minutes. It's matchup Friday against the Florida Gators. No more. I mean, I'm at this point now where it's college basketball's opening day, and I'm starting to think maybe Krzyzewski was right, Duke coach, when he said we just need to do a tight conference schedule season only and try to make it to March in the big dance. I mean, the Bama head coach Nick Saban's got COVID now. He's not coaching against Auburn. You just got to get to, you got Florida State and Clemson's college football game getting canceled. Chesterfield County is pulling their kids after they just went in person, 10 days ago? What are Albemarle County parents thinking right now? What are Louisa County parents thinking right now? And how is the city of Charlottesville even going to get to in-person at this point? When its peers, its contemporaries in education are yanking. Man, it is nuts what is happening here. And I'm a positive guy. I am a positive guy. I mean, when a major coach in college football and Nick Saban gets COVID and can't coach against one of its arch rivals in Auburn, you know it's hitting the fan right now. Catherine Hall, welcome to the program. Johnny Ornalis, thank you for joining us on the program right now. Christy Yao, welcome to the show. William Hughes is watching the show right now. Nina Davis watching the show. Amanda Payne, hello. Jeffrey Bardellis watching the program. Hello, Richmond, McLean, and Arlington. Happy birthday, S.J. Henry, watching the program right now. Dr. S.J. Henry, the educator. I mean, Barbara Lundgren, hello. I want all of us to do anything we can to get to the rollout of these vaccines. That's our razor focus right now. We head into this week, and tomorrow we're all grateful to be with family, whether you're doing it via Zoom or in person. We're all grateful to be with family. Well, coming out of this Thanksgiving, guys, I'm not sure how this is going to impact Christmas. These are the type of questions I'm asking, is if this holiday does in fact turn into a super spreader type of situation, and the numbers kind of indicating that's the case, what's the influence that's going to have on the Christmas season? A couple of other items I want to get out of the notebook here. We're hearing Ix Art Park is going to rise to the occasion and host a Santa Claus photography session. We've talked about that on the program. Where are the kids going to get photos with Santa for the holiday cards? Sounds like Ix Art Park is going to rise to the occasion and fill that void, which is pretty awesome. I mean, I think you could still do it safely. Put the kid in a sled. Put Santa leading the sled. 6 feet apart from them. Judah Wickower is our director. We have Crystal Napier here on the line. Judah Wickower. Crystal, we got it. Fantastic. Looking great, Crystal. Hello, how are you?
I'm hanging in there. I was listening to your broadcast about COVID, and it it hit home this week. I lost a cousin to COVID, so this is extremely serious. And my prayer is that more people take it seriously, and let's protect ourselves and like truly think of a plan to live life, but protect ourselves so that we're still here. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Man, we just got to get over this. Crystal, how is what are you hearing? What are you hearing from your friend group? What are you hearing from your family on this situation? I mean, we got Thanksgiving. We all want to be with family. I mean, aren't you torn on that? I am torn on this thing called Thanksgiving and these holidays here. I want to be with family more than ever, but I am so fearful of what this could become.
Yeah. Well, we're not torn. I mean, we're gonna just have Thanksgiving here at home, and it's just gonna be us four. So, if my mom wants to come down, she's more than welcome. But we're not planning to do big dinners and gatherings with different family members this year. And I'm, of course, it's always wonderful to spend time in person with your family. But ours too is just partly of just kind of taking a breather and getting some R&R. So hopefully we might Zoom, folks and reach out to folks that way, but just trying to be safe as possible. And I really don't know what the next few days will bring us, especially with having a death in the family, and that makes me more nervous than doing Thanksgiving dinner. So we shall see.
What do you make of the next? What do you make of the next 40 days, 35 days of this 2020? I mean, we got Black Friday, you got Small Business Saturday, you got Cyber Monday. Okay, you got. It's just so much uncertainty out there. What do you make of the next 35 days, 40 days?
I just feel if folks truly just practice being as cautious as possible, I feel that we can't get this under control because there's so many folks out there that are not taking this seriously, that are still not wearing masks, still not socially distancing. I'm not, I know that we have to live as humans. So I know there's folks that have to go out there and go to work every day and be among the public. But let's respect each other. Let's show some respect, even though your immune system might be great and we might feel healthy and we know that we can beat COVID. Let's wear our mask and socially distance for the other folks that are, have that compromised immune systems or are high risk. Just showing gratitude during this season of, just being respectful of each other and practicing the right things. And I just don't feel like there's enough of that. I've seen so many plain rude comments of, well, I'm not going to wear this mask and if I feel comfortable, it shouldn't be an issue. And it's like, just take 1 second to not think about yourself. just take 1 second. And we're in a season of Thanksgiving. And for us to be grateful for life and respect other human lives. I think that's the first key that we got to look at and get everybody on board, because clearly everybody's not on board with that. So
Great take from Crystal Napier. She's the owner of Renee's Boutique. You can find Renee's Boutique online on Facebook. She does a phenomenal job live streaming. Today, like each Wednesday with Crystal, we spotlight a business that's making a positive impact in the community. This business, I recognize. You, in fact, connected us. And I'll tell you what, Tisha is amazing. And I think this spotlight is needed because since we talked with Tisha, she's had developments with her brand. I mean, I follow her on social because of you. You connected us, and I'm following her on social now often. She is a mover and shaker.
Oh, yes. She really is. And I'm so excited for her. She actually, when she was on your show, she had her e-commerce presence, and she is it's PrePOPsterous. I hope I'm pronouncing that
PrePOPsterous.
PrePOPsterous. And it's a gourmet popcorn business, and gosh, her popcorn is awesome. Like, I typically purchase during the holiday season to give her popcorn as gifts, like to my mailman, to my neighbors, because part of it is that it's 100% nut free. So you don't have to worry about somebody having an allergy. And it's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. One of my favorite is her signature flavor, which is absurdly cinnamon. That's one of my favorites. And she has moved into a retail space.
That's awesome.
She is in Bridgewater now at North River Marketplace, which is at 400 North Main Street in Bridgewater, Virginia. And she carries between 4 to 6 flavors at her retail space, and she just launched fresh made soda line.
Wow!
So it's a gourmet soda line, which is pretty cool. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not a big soda drinker, but I mean the looks of her drinks online, it makes me kind of want to take a trip up to Bridgewater and try it out.
How's she doing with COVID?
Apparently she's doing very well from what we spoke. She's doing very well, and this opportunity for the retail space is offering her more exposure to the local folks, as well as she's keeping up, on the e-commerce. And I know that the holiday season is a great time for her business. So I'm really excited to see how she does, this holiday with her having the retail space now, because I think that's going to be pretty amazing for her.
That is awesome. Crystal spotlights business owners that are making a positive impact in the community on Wednesdays. She needs to come back on the show. Tisha does. She was fantastic. Yeah. And PrePOPsterous is the brand. Follow them on Facebook. Give them a look. How do you think is the mood or the temperature you're hearing from your fellow business owners? I mean, where are they at mindset-wise now?
I'm sorry, your mic went out and I couldn't hear the question.
Mindset-wise, the folks in business that you're networking with, how are they at mindset-wise now with everything?
So far, well, I wanted to give an update since you brought up other small businesses. I wanted to say kudos to Pearl Island. I just highlighted them a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, Small Business of the Year. How amazing is that?
And she just spotlighted them.
I did. I was so excited and texted so Bear and was like, man, congratulations. That if anybody deserved that award, him and Javier certainly did. I know they've been working super hard, so I'm excited to see that. So most of the small businesses that I'm connected to, we are just plunging forward. We've been in the struggle this year, but we have truly just been innovative and just coming up with different creative ideas to work together and just moving forward. And pretty much it's been business as usual that I'm hearing, not as is focused on like holiday parties and other things that typically bring small businesses revenue, but just kind of transitioning. I know for myself that doing the holiday gift sets and the gift wrapping service, like these are new things to Renee's boutique that I decided to make a little pivot and try to cater to folks and make things easier on folks because this has been such a hard year. So whatever I can do to make things alleviate some stress, I'm definitely, looking for different ideas and ways to do that.
I was thinking about you today. I think you are ahead of the game with what you do. Neiman Marcus is going to roll out a virtual shopping assistant program. And I was thinking, like, Crystal's been doing this already for so long. Patty Zeller is also doing this at Animal Connection, where she'll literally FaceTime with the customer, walk through the store, and shop with them. I think, and what I was thinking about with you is, I think you are the future, and you're the future in the present here with people using digital to shop and to look good and to trust a curator who's got taste and talent, you, to help them make these decisions. I think your digital shopping is just gonna boom even further as COVID's changed behavior for people. I mean, you obviously have thought about all this already, but when I saw Neiman Marcus doing this, I'm like, Crystal's been doing this already. She's killing it. What do you think about this topic, Crystal?
I pray that it does, Jerry. I was so glad that I thought about that even before COVID, that idea of a virtual styling session, because I was like, people I don't service just local ladies, and I want to be able to reach folks that are not local. And, luckily my website platform, I was able to figure out with one of the gurus, they call them, that there's an app that allows them to schedule these Zoom calls with me. And I do just like that, very similar to the Animal Connection of not just going through the boutique, but we talk about your body type. We talk about your style. We talk about what you are looking for your daily life, to pick pieces that are going to complement your style and make you feel confident, which is, that's number one right there. We want you to exude confidence when you choose the pieces from Renee's boutique. And this virtual sessions allows me to do that. It allows me to touch ladies that I won't be able to physically come in contact with all around the world if need be. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I'm also excited about something else I'm working on, but I think I'll keep that to myself.
Oh, Crystal, we got a secret over there.
Yes. I'm debating on. It depends on how much time I have. If I'll get it by the end of this year, but it'll definitely be January. So we have a brand new feature that's coming to Renee's Boutique, LLC.com. That's going to be, I think, game changing. So.
Oh, I mean, last question for you here, and I'm looking forward to that new feature. Last one. Can you imagine a world, and I can imagine a world, but I'm just, for the sake of a talk show here, where the shopping is now, because of COVID, done less at a brick and mortar and done more through influencers digitally, like you. She's an influencer. She's got taste. She knows fashion. She knows function. She's an influencer. You could, as the influencer, become the brick and mortar retailer in this new world, where they go to you for the style and the clothes. You could become the Neiman Marcus.
Okay, let's speak that into existence.
You know what I'm saying? That legitimately could happen. Where they're like, she has, I mean, that's what your model is in a lot of ways, right?
Yes, absolutely. That's my long-term vision. So I pray it happens. Yeah, that's
Me
one more
too,
to do.
Crystal. And then I'll say I knew Crystal Napier. You're awesome. Tell Sean hello. You guys have a good Thanksgiving.
You
I can't wait for the January announcement. And thank you for spotlighting PrePOPsterous for us.
absolutely. Well, I just want to say she did say that these are her popcorn is the perfect gift, and she ships all over the United States and to U.S. APO addresses. So
Okay.
this would be great to put in your care packages for our military that can't be in the States this Christmas season.
Very nice, Crystal. You have a good one. Thank you, Crystal.
You too. Take care, Jerry.
All right, you too, Crystal. Take care. She's awesome. Sean's watching. Hey, what's up, Sean? Nice to see you, pal. Hello to you, too. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Sean. Crystal Napier on Wednesdays on the show. She makes us better. She's a connected lady, Crystal Napier. She knows a lot of people. Thank you, Crystal, for joining us on the show. Tisha, I'm legitimately following you on social media and PrePOPsterous after you came on this program. And Crystal introduced Tisha and I for an interview on the show. But since she's come on the program, I've been more engaged with the PrePOPsterous brand, and it is booming. She is booming. She is booming during COVID. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. A few items out of the notebook, please. Few items out of the notebook before we get off air. Some of these sports related. Virginia's at Florida State Saturday. The Seminoles are an 8.5-point underdog. UVA is an 8.5-point favorite at Florida State, 8 o'clock on Saturday on the ACC Network. 9.5-point favorite. If UVA wins this game and then beats Boston College, they go into the last game of the season against Virginia Tech with an opportunity to finish 7-4. And you could make a legitimate argument that Bronco Mendenhall should be on the short list. He should not win, but he should be on the short list for ACC Coach of the Year. 9.5-point favorite at Florida State. The other marquee matchup for football from the ACC is a Friday matchup, and that's Notre Dame and North Carolina. Notre Dame is 2 in the country. North Carolina is 19. 3:30 kickoff Friday on ABC. That game goes a long way to influencing the ACC championship. Notre Dame undefeated in conference play, in the driver's seat for the ACC championship right now. Follow that closely. Nick Saban has COVID. He will not coach against Auburn. Today is the opening day of college basketball. UVA plays in 24 minutes. They're the number 4 ranked team in the nation, and they have national championship type talent, more depth than we've seen on a Virginia basketball team in a really long time. And arguably one of my favorite players in Kihei Clark on the roster. We'll watch the Wahoos in 24 minutes. If you're just tuning into the program, a major announcement from education. Chesterfield County Public Schools have pulled kids from the classroom. That news broke just before the program. Kids no longer returning to the classroom starting on Monday and will be learning virtually through January. Get ready, all parents in Virginia. This is about to happen to your kids. And I'll close and get off the show with this. Hello, Ray Cadell. Welcome to the show. I'll close with this. This week, the most important week since the onslaught of COVID in America. Election behind us. COVID cases are surging. It's getting cold everywhere. A potential spreader event in Thanksgiving as families come together across America. And the economic needs of small businesses everywhere in the country with Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. We need to buckle down, work together, get through this, because it's going to be tough sledding if we don't. And this could influence Christmas. So wear the mask, use some social distancing, and be smart. Do it together. All right, I'm out of here. I'm Jerry Miller. This is the I Love CVille Show. Thank you kindly for joining us. We are back in the saddle. When are we back on the saddle, Judah? Monday. Woo, Judah's smiling like a Cheshire cat over there with his hands in the Ritz crackers jar. We're back in the saddle on Monday at 12:30 here on the I Love CVille Show. You guys have a good one. Take care. Little break for you, Judah Wickhauer.
I know. So nice.